Are you guys ready?
Something like that.
Alright, the possible series finale, who knows? Alright, here we go.
Alright, welcome to Buffalo's Pregame Show. What could be our last show? Alright, talk about the Jets game. Does this game matter? We said it doesn't. Because the Jets are in and they can't get a home game. So, keys to the game, guys.
Attack the dirty Sanchez.
Okay.
I'm thinking they got to stop the run. I think they're going to have to stop LT and Sean Green. They've had a pretty decent season so far. So I think that's going to be their keys to the game.
And my key to the game is, I don't care. Alright, picks of the game. Picking the Bills to win this game 28-17 just because it doesn't matter. Alright.
I am not picking the Bills. I think the Jets are going to win, but I'm saying about 24-13.
I disagree with you that this game doesn't matter, man. I think the Jets are going to be playing for it. I think it's going to be the Jets 24-14.
Alright. You want to talk about it a little more? I don't really care. What do you want?
There is nothing to talk about. This game just is a crap game. Basically, Bills are fighting for draft pick and pride at this point. The Jets are playing for pride and maybe to bump up a position in playoffs. There ain't much to talk about.
Alright. Let's do a season in recap. Best moment of the year. I guess I'll let you guys. What's yours?
Best moment of the year, I actually like the block from Fitzpatrick. I always liked him, but that made me think, you know what, he's like a real quarterback. He's throwing blocks, and he laid somebody out, so that was probably my best moment of the year.
Alright, what's yours?
The comeback in Cincy, that was just one hell of a game. Not to mention watching T.O. crying on the sidelines, you know.
And my favorite was Arthur Moats taking out Brett Favre. Alright.
You don't cross the moats.
You don't cross the moats.
You don't cross the moats.
You don't do it. Alright, best Bills player of the year. Debatable, you could say Fitzpatrick, Stevie Johnson, Kyle Williams. So what do you think, Justin?
Kyle Williams has been a beast. Pro Football Focus has graded each player's assignments throughout the game, and he is rating as the defensive MVP for the year. And only reason he won't get awards is because he's playing for the Bills.
Alright.
So,
I mean, I'm liking Stevie Johnson. He had 1,000 yards receiving this year. He basically came out of nowhere, and, you know, he stepped up to the challenge. So I'm going with Stevie Johnson.
All right. Worst moment of the year. What's yours, Nakia?
I was going to say him dropping the ball, but I probably will have to say what did we miss, a field goal in overtime or something in one of those games and lost? Whatever was the first game that we could have won and we didn't win, that was probably, that started like the downhill streak. Did we play KC before Baltimore or after?
yeah. It doesn't matter. It was a bad game, yeah.
Whatever the first game that could have started that streak, then that was probably my worst moment of the year. Because that one game probably could have set off a winning streak of 3 games because we had 3 overtime games. We've had just a lot of overtime this year. And that could have been 3 wins straight as far as I'm concerned.
All right. So the Baltimore field goal, or before. Okay, whatever. Okay, Dustin.
What I will say is worst moment of the year, the whole season. Just
all the home games I had to go through and watching miserable, just crap. Oh my gosh.
And our producer's going nuts about Baltimore. Whatever. Who gives a crap? Stop freaking writing, producer. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole season in general. It was interesting, but it still sucked.
Yes, definitely.
Alright, worst player, when we said,
well, there were plenty of candidates, but
yeah, Trent Edwards.
that's your pick there.
Yeah.
Maben. He's definitely considered a first-round bust.
Well, McCargo, he has to be the ultimate one on the team right now. 5 years in, and he's not even on the field. Come on.
True. But
Yeah.
What a waste of freaking
He's a
talent.
first-rounder. He should have made an impact. He's the worst.
All right, surprise.
So is McCargo.
Yeah.
All right, surprise player of the year.
Well, there's plenty of them. You could say Trent Edwards for
Yeah.
a negative reason, but I would say the whole receiving core, minus Lee Evans, all made impacts and
Well, I was
stepped up.
surprised. I mean,
Well,
he was, you know,
he was
consistent
basically-
and he was doing nothing.
He was
this year.
consistently invisible. Lee Evans, yeah.
Oh.
And before that, no, he was. I mean, he was doing okay.
I know.
He was dropping
He-
off the map.
Even last year with T.O. around, he was somewhat invisible. I would say that he's just hasn't taken over that number one role. But Stevie Johnson stepped up, Roscoe Parrish, David Nelson, and even Naaman Roosevelt the past couple games. So yeah, and Donald Jones for both his offense and special teams.
Yes.
What do you think for the worst player?
Worst player? I thought we were doing surprise player.
Or surprise player, I'm sorry.
I'm agreeing with him. I would give it to the
Alright.
whole receiving core. They definitely, you know, pretty much all of them are like undrafted no names.
Or seventh rounders.
Yeah, or like real late
Midget kick
rounders.
returners.
Yes, pretty much. So to me, they probably get the surprise player of the
Alright.
year award.
My surprise players of the year are the offensive line. Going from last year, they have stepped it up and blocked, you know, pretty decently for Fitzpatrick.
Hope that it made it to week 13 without major injury. You know?
Yeah, and it was a surprise to me that they did so good when they were ranked, what, 31st, 32nd in the league last year? So, I mean, that's my surprise players. All right.
Still not ranked high, but yeah.
Yeah, all right. All right.
This year we had a bunch of accomplishments. For example, we were...
And in a down Bills year, we had a bunch of accomplishments.
Yes.
We had a video that got 4,000 views.
We were actually on public access TV.
Which probably no
Which-
one saw. How many people?
Yeah, probably. It was only in the city of Buffalo.
Yeah,
if
so
you had public
not a
access
lot.
then,
We had,
which we happened to,
Not half.
which we none of us happened to ever watch.
yeah. So we have ad revenue sharing for YouTube accounts.
YouTube, because a couple of our videos got enough hits. Beyond that, I got to interview a Buffalo Bills legend, the guy that went on the Wall of Fame this year, Booker Edgerson.
Which was pretty cool.
It was. Jared, the producer, and I, we got to sit around and interview him from his own house. I mean, you don't get to do that on an everyday basis, you know?
So meet a pretty popular Bills player back in the day. Now, what's been your favorite show this year? I don't know.
They all blended together. Usually it's whatever ones I could yell at Jared, the producer, and throw a bunch of stuff.
Or your favorite moment, was it kicking the ball at Jared?
Well, yeah, you got to do
Oh,
that.
I did that. I mean, orchestrating that.
I don't know, I could say just some of the behind-the-scenes stuff, eating pizza at the producer's expense.
Yeah.
I mean, since he's making us drive over here.
The snow, when you guys...
Oh yeah, the blizzard.
That was my least favorite moment. I wanted to kill him.
Okay, least favorite moment.
The blizzard show was fun.
Alright, now let's do the Super Bowl picks. I'm going to pick the Pats and the Falcons. What's yours?
I'm going with New Orleans and Pittsburgh.
Alright, and yours?
I'm going to say the Ravens. I think they're a stronger team than the Falcons.
Wow.
2 dirty birds this year.
That'd be a good one.
Alright, the Birds. And our producer wants to say his pick.
I'll go with the Pats and Eagles.
Alright. 2 cities I really hate. Okay. Well, areas. Pats not really. Alright, thank you for joining us this year. It's been fun this whole year. It might be our last show. Thanks for watching us the last 2 years. If there's no Bills or no football next year, it won't be any show. But it's been fun with you guys. I know for me. Hopefully the same with you guys. But maybe we'll see you next year, maybe not.
Maybe we could just pray to Tom Cruise that everything works out. Maybe. Tom Cruise, come on, man.
Alright.
I don't believe in him or Lord Zenu.
And hopefully the Bills cannot pick a bad draft pick like they did last year. Alright. We'll see you for a couple of playoff games and a Super Bowl show, which we'll all be there for. Alright, thank you for joining us.
Until then, you stay classy, Buffalo.
Go Sabres.